Well, hello and welcome to today's video. I hope you guys are well. Today I'm in London. I'm here actually to do a bit of my London A to Z. I'm going to do a couple of letters. But before I do that, I kind of got a bit inspired by a message that the Pubcast received from Peter Rothwell last week. And basically it read, in fact I think it read, this is one for you, Gary. And he said that he loves street photography and he really likes the images that he gets with his Canon 6D Mark II. But he says that he watches YouTube a lot, and 90% of those people who are doing street photography on YouTube, 90% of those people who are doing street photography on YouTube are either using Leicas and Fujis. And so he's feeling pressure to basically switch his camera, which kind of got me thinking. Now, I was going to do a bit of a Norman's wisdom on this, but I've done about 3 goes and I can only get to about 5 minutes because I haven't really got a lot to say, I don't think, on it. I mean, I do, but not much coherent and not enough to fill up 15 minutes worth of chat. But what I thought I would do is I thought that I would bring my, my old Canon 700D here with the 18 to 55 kit lens on it, and see if I can get some decent shots, which I'm very hopeful of getting, to prove the point that really it's nothing to do with the camera and it's all to do with the photographer and it's all to do with the images. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to try and get some decent street shots on this, I think it's 12 years old now, 18 megapixel Canon 700D. Okay, so let's take a wander down here. We are right by Tower Bridge, as you can see. I'm just going to skirt around here, have a little look, see what I can find and try and get some images. Now, this camera, like I said, is from 2013, so it's 12 years old now. It's an 18 megapixel and it was an entry level when it came out, so it certainly isn't the best of cameras, but it shouldn't really matter because it's still going to be plenty good enough to get some nice street photography images, I believe. I've got a zoom lens on here. I've got the 18 to 55, and as this is an APS-C lens, APS-C camera, I think that's the equivalent of something like a 24 to 70 possibly. I don't really like using zoom lenses in street photography, and I do have a nifty 50 for this camera, but I thought what I would do is actually use the kit lens just to prove that you can still get some good shots with it. So let's see what we can find. Some quite aggressive security guards who patrol down here, so I'm hoping I'm not going to get stopped for taking photos, but there's lots of people taking photos all around me. so it should be all right. But if they see a bigger camera, my fear is that they're going to get a bit funny over it, but let's hope they don't. There's plenty of nice buildings this way, lots of reflections and some nice architecture, so let's see what we can get down here. I do like this building here and this line that's leading down to it. Let's see if we can get this person walking past. It's a bit leany, but I should be able to do something with that in post. So one thing I quite like about this camera is it's got a tilty flippy screen, which mine doesn't have. So I can kind of get down low and maybe use the most of that. To maybe get some shots, and that looks quite good. I was having a conversation on the podcast with Adam, and he was saying that Bry Barnum, he's a bit of a jack of all trades photographer, really, but he does a bit of street photography in Canada. He's saying that he finds a lot of people these days are on their phones, and that is the truth. It's very difficult nowadays to actually get to a point where you've actually got human interaction, where they're not just sat on their phones, they're either walking or they're on their phones. This guy's cool. I wonder if I can get him from a low angle. The city in the background. Closer. I'll zoom in a bit. Sorry. Use these reflections here as well. I feel like I must be able to get something here with the shard. There we go. So this camera's performing fine, absolutely fine. I mean, I won't know 100% until I've got home and looked at the images, but it feels like, let's just have a look at the info on here to see what I'm shooting at in terms of ISO, 400. It's going to cope. This camera's performing admirably. Oh, see, there's a shot down there with that guy leaning up. Just got to get a bit closer. So that is a really great shot there with this red cladding, but they've taken, it looks like they've taken it all down, which is a shame. Maybe they're just giving it a clean or a refurb. Right, I'm just going to head down to this viaduct, this archway here, get some shots down here, and then probably have a bit of a chat to you about my thoughts on this. Now the problem is I don't know what the images are going to turn out like until I get them home, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to be quite good or perfectly adequate anyway. Well, I haven't seen the images yet, but I have a very strong suspicion that they're going to turn out just fine. And as I said, that's a 13-year-old camera, entry-level Canon with an 18 megapixel sensor and a focusing system that's come out of the Middle Ages. So it doesn't matter what you use. So Peter, others, it doesn't matter what you use. You don't have to buy the newest, most expensive Leica camera at $5,000 or whatever it is, or you know, a Fuji to fit in with the crowd. In fact, don't fit in with the crowd. Try not to fit in with the crowd. Row your own boat, go your own way, do your own thing. Don't worry about what social media is telling you to do, because look, if we all took the same shots using the same cameras, we'd all get the same results and everything would just be boring. If everybody looked the same, we'd get tired of looking at each other. Groove Armada. So yeah, do your own thing. Don't worry about it. If you want to take your images on a Canon 6D Mark II, if you want to take them on a Leica, if you want to take them on a Sony, if you want to take them on a Nikon, if you want to take them on a Potato, take your shots. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing, and do your own thing. Take your own style, you know, take your own images. Don't look at the crowd, don't follow the crowd, don't worry about what everyone else is doing. You know, there's a guy who's running workshops in London, very successful photographer, absolutely fantastic images, you know, very, very good images. But I've seen a few of his images now from his workshops from several different people, and they're all exactly the same. They're cut and paste. They just find a location that works, take the same shot from that location with the same settings, in the same style, and everyone's getting the same image. So it looks exactly the same. So that's great for some inspiration. Totally get it. Use that, move on. But do your own thing as well. Take your own shots, find your own style, find your own way, be your own person. Don't follow the crowd, be a leader. Anyway, probably just being totally hypocritical there, because most of the shots that I've taken probably like everyone else's, but you know, that doesn't mean yours have to be. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope that it's proven to you that you don't need the most expensive or the latest camera to get shots. You just need to be yourself and do your own thing. Okay, anyway, thanks ever so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.